little bit.
Sure.
So you can know the order of how things go, how we take turns speaking and stuff like that. So question for you, right? We're going to have fun a little bit.
Okay.
And this question is for you. What's the craziest thing you've done after a breakup?
You picked the right person.
It's usually, I've dealt with crazy guys, like more than you would think. I've dealt with like weird experiences. Me, I'm not really that crazy. Like,
Sure.
I mean, I kind of just like leave and do my own thing. I guess since we're talking about feminine and masculine, I guess I'm like the guy because I'm like, all right, whatever.
Let me help you out with craziness. You may not understand
I
what
could tell you the
is.
other stories that they did to me.
No, we want to
because
know
that's the crazy. I'm not the crazy one. I'm the good one. So
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
I just leave.
It was like during it. So the question is, what's the craziest thing you done after a breakup? And now also we could add in maybe what's the craziest thing you done in a relationship or after a breakup. So did you ever key anyone's car?
No, not a guy.
Flatten a
And
tire?
the girl I did, it had nothing to do with the man. So flatten a tire, nope.
So, okay, I got it. You said you've been in prison 6 times, right?
I've never been in prison. I've never been in prison. I've been in the county and I've been in the city. I've never been in
I got it.
prison.
So let's
Haven't
take
been to
that.
Smiley Road, no.
5 or 6 times.
Yeah,
5 or 6?
6.
probably
7.
2
Round
DUI.
To the nearest 10th?
7.
10.
Like 6.
Okay, 6. So you've been to
Nothing
county.
for anything that had to do against somebody. Well,
got you.
against a man. I've been in a fight. I got like a battery charge. But anyways, she started it. So
So there's one.
yeah, but nothing that I've never keyed a car. I've never like. Okay, the only thing I've ever done was sell a man's clothes because he left me with the rent, and I was pregnant at the time when
Hey,
my
Rose,
daughter.
guess what?
So I sold clothes. I sold his stuff.
Rose,
Okay,
that's
but I
crazy.
didn't burn it. I didn't bleach it. I sold it. But that's about it. And I left.
Actually,
and then I
selling
left.
it is a little more crazier than all of them because you put a lot of thought into
Hey,
it.
I had to come up with the rent, and I'm 7 months pregnant.
Did he have
What
good
am I
clothes,
supposed to do?
though?
I didn't work.
What'd he have?
Yeah,
What'd he have?
Like Gucci, Margiano, like Margielas, like
Damn.
red bottom. Yeah.
Was it real,
I don't
though?
date broke people. So.
Was it real?
Yeah, of course. I
It
mean,
was
I have
real.
more real.
So you got, did you, how, what's the percentage on, like, what did you get on, how much did it come up
I
to?
don't know. I paid the rent. I had some money for the baby, and I got a new spot. So
Okay.
So
fair enough.
he ain't have
all
enough
my
clothes.
life, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Got you. So that's the
Tattoo
craziest thing you've
machines,
done.
hats, shoes, all that. Yeah.
Got you. All right. Moving right along. Massage. No, Dane, what's your name again?
I am thinking about doing massage too. So.
I knew it was close. Caress. What's the craziest thing you've done after a breakup or even in a relationship? You got it. You got all them tats for a reason.
You had to touch your little heart.
That tattoo is
I
for
quit
each
my
thing you've done
job.
crazy.
All right, so he was an officer.
Yeah.
I quit my
Police
job
officer?
at a prison.
Oh, damn.
I was a nurse.
Okay.
So after the breakup, I quit my job. I was about to move to Hawaii. I ended up in a mental hospital. I'll just be honest.
We keeping it real. No Fugazee in a real way.
Yeah, I changed my whole life. So that was probably the craziest thing. I didn't do anything to him. I never talked to him again, but yeah, I changed my whole life. It was crazy.
Dang. Okay.
And now I'm an OnlyFans model.
And now you're an OnlyFans model. What about you?
I shot him.
You said you shot him. Wait, what she said?
She shot him.
Say that louder so we could hear it with our real ears.
I shot at him.
Shot at him. Did you miss or did it?
No, I hit.
Damn.
Pat her down. Stand up. Steve.
Yeah, come on, Steve.
in the back.
You gotta start patting them down.
You gotta start patting them down.
Yeah, even if they just think.
Because Rose damn near got a tattooed tear. She thinks she fooling somebody, but she damn near got
That's for
one.
somebody that passed away, actually, but not like Arcanum. That's like a memorial because he was
Okay.
his
Let's
artistic
get back
name
to
was
the
Amor. So
shooting. Okay. So,
you know,
Dang.
yeah.
So elaborate on
Back to the
this.
shooting.
So you said you shot him. Why, when, where, and how did that happen?
I was pregnant, and he. No, so he kept cheating, and it's like I kept. Hold on.
Go ahead, yeah.
Listen, this is like when I was like really, really young.
Yeah. How old were
So,
you?
I was 17.
Dang, he
Niggas
wasn't.
at 17,
Hold on,
that's
but let me tell you
impressive.
something, because the maturity that I have now and to see things from the actual world,
Yeah.
like I don't have that. I didn't have like the guidance of somebody you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Giving me the lead to be a certain
God,
way.
you're saying that you've grown from since you were
Yeah.
17.
Yeah. So it's my immaturity and me not being able to control like my emotions. That's what I went off of. So now I'm more logical than emotional.
Where the bullet hit?
His arm.
You know what's really scary to me? Like truly scary? I've experienced some dedicated women, but mostly they want to keep you alive. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm shocked.
Like mostly they're like, I love you so much. Like I might not want other women to have you, but I got to keep you alive so I can have you.
And
Yeah.
the only
So
reason why I shot him was because we were arguing, and then I went through his phone, and I wasn't even trying to go there. But when he wanted to, like, denied the text message, I like threw the phone at his face, and then I was really aiming for the wall, and it like hit the corner of his nose, and he started bleeding. And when he ran out, I was like, "No, you're not." And then, but it was in the arm. But he stayed. He stayed.
So you really tried to end his life.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild.
You shot
But
him.
we're good now. Like we're not together no more, but we're good. Like he.
And you were pregnant with his baby.
Yes.
God dang, do the baby know that you almost killed the daddy?
No.
What you do now?
No, that's truly scary because
It
not
is
only
wild.
was she going to take him out from being in her life, she was going to take out her child from ever having a father.
And that's what I'm saying. I was like, with the ignorance in my brain.
No,
was bigger
we've all been
than-
ignorant. That's
Yeah, yeah,
different.
Than that.
No, that's not ignorance. That's different. Because we've all been ignorant. That's different. But
he's
you've never
alive.
been institutionalized. You've never been in a mental institution.
No.
No.
Is he
I
Is
think
calling
I'm
you
crazy enough to like know how to read myself and calm myself down.
Well, here's the concerning part
Oh.
about the planet Earth. You don't feel like that was extraordinarily crazy and concerning.
No, I did. After.
Like right after?
Like, yeah. he
Like
was
a week after,
Oh,
or-
fuck. Take me to the
Oh,
hospital.
like when he was dying.
No, because it's
Bleeding
like,
out.
Yeah.
When he was bleeding out.
Yeah, but
Lost
he was
consciousness.
fine. Like, he was fine.
Just grazed him.
That's I got something real
That's
quick.
concerning.
It's crazy how a woman can shoot a man and then say he was fine. They don't.
And that's not scary because here's this is why we expect men to be sane and responsible.
Yeah.
If a man had that same story of like my girl was cheating on me, so I shot her, nigga be like, what? This nigga weird. Like
Yeah.
everybody in here would be in an uproar. Like this ball's weird.
No, and that doesn't make
But
it
as
right.
soon
Like, I
as-
never said it
But
makes
when a
it
woman
right.
says it, like not anyone on here was like, oh, that's bad. That's domestic violence. What a savage. What
Yeah,
a
yeah.
monster. No one had that reaction. Everybody was kind of like low key, like, well, he was cheating, so.
No, you
He was cheating.
You told us not to say anything.
Okay, well, talk to us, love.
She's like, well, no.
Well,
we
that's
feel
like
bad about that.
that's a hard
tell me what
situation.
kind
Yeah,
of
what y'all
monster
think? Please
she
tell me
is.
what y'all think.
We're gonna do one more
I ain't
guy.
gonna lie. I'm like, that's 17. That's crazy.
Yeah, let's go around the panel with this one. This is good.
Hormones.
She's since y'all wanted to. No, let's do you first. What you wanted to say?
No disrespect. Like I love my women here, right? But that is domestic violence.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like she takes full accountability on that. But okay, what
That's
about
all
you?
you. Wait, that's all you gotta say. She
That's
tried to
not-
shoot a mother.
No, but listen. So
Wait,
Was
she
she
didn't
black?
try. No.
No,
She
this
hit
is a
she
Mexican.
chucked a cell phone, hit the man in his face with a cell phone, which itself is wild.
Like
then
a-
pulled out the clapper.
I'm surprised
But
you
She
didn't
tried
press
to David and
charges.
Goliath him.
well, no.
Take his vision out
right.
and take his neck off.
But I don't
go
want to
in.
start anything.
No,
No,
she
if
ain't.
you-
She not
no,
armed
I'm
right now.
good.
She said
She's
beyond
changed.
that.
She's grown. She's
I-
matured.
Listen, I need to know how you really feel because I'm gonna repeat what you said. You said that is domestic violence. It's like, well, yeah, we know that. Okay, so those are the facts. Like, what else? Because there's levels to things, right? Because like domestic violence would also be if like she's my old lady and I slap her and walk away. That's also domestic violence. But what she did is a different level. I need to know how you feel.
How I feel is, she's grown. She said it, right? Like she's grown from the
Yes,
person
queen.
that did that. So
Period.
she's not the same person. So I can't really speak on it. I wasn't there.
Yes, queen. Women are always becoming new people. That's what messes me up. It's like, God damn, they always transform to a new
Well,
person.
everyone becomes a new person every
You know what I
day.
noticed?
You're adapting. You're
I've
growing.
never met a woman who's a slore. They always used to be a slore. You're like, I used to do some crazy
I had a
stuff
whole
back
face.
in the
That's
day.
it. Yeah, I had a whole face.
Yeah, exactly. But they're never in it when you meet them.
What's
It's
in the
always
past is in the past.
You a walking Boondocks episode. That's what you sound like. You a walking Boondocks episode. Like that's some stuff that happened in like
I'm
a
not
TV
gonna
show.
sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Wow, you're a horrible person for what you did
But I
10
really
years
was, 'cause
ago."
I wasn't only gonna take my
But are you now?
kid's child away from him, but like he had a mother and he had sisters and all these other things. So it's like thank God it wasn't that bad, but it could have been worse.
And have you forgiven yourself? Like that's all that really
Forgiving
matters.
yourself. Y'all are lovely.
No, I asked him for but listen, and
Forgiving the hell
before
out themselves, don't they?
no, but like before this,
Yeah.
but I feel like I fall into the category where you kind of, unless if you want different, you got to move and be different.
Yeah.
And unless you don't, you're always going to fall into that circle, right? So,
Yeah.
meaning way before this, he was the one that was getting caught cheating because he did the cheating all the time. And whenever I want to just pick up my stuff and leave, he like beat me up, try to burn me alive. So I put up with a
trying to
lot
burn you
before.
alive?
Okay, so this was the dude that
exploded.
this was the dude that was causing the DV.
No, this is a different guy.
No, that's my kid's father. I'm not talking about my recently ex-boyfriend. No, I'm
These are
talking about-
different.
this is a
DVs.
different-
These are
Yeah. No. I was talking about my kid's father. So like I put up with a lot of his stuff for like years
Got you.
before, and I never did nothing or reacted. And then that one time when I was like pregnant, and the reason is the hormones. The hormones isn't an excuse.
That's why we shouldn't let women like really run much, except the kitchen.
No,
We
and
make
that's
whole
fine.
lives.
Can I ask you a
it's
question?
good like that. That's what you should focus on.
You wanna
I
ask
agree.
you?
I feel where she's coming from because she just said he damn near burned her alive, hit her. She never, I was gonna say that, but without saying it because I had it in my head like, okay, there's not a girl just don't go and shoot a man. Like it leads up to that. Like
Yeah.
people
I would never
react.
shoot a man.
Okay, so violence
never
causes
shoot
more
anyone.
violence. So like,
I feel like there's a cycle
would
of
if somebody
violence
tried me
that
out.
goes on for years, and if you don't deal with it at a young age, it's going to repeat in your relationships. That's how I
I don't
feel.
want to offend you by asking
No,
you
you
this,
can
but
Go
you're
ahead.
saying that you feel like you've changed and you're a different person now, but it's kind of going back to what he says about you have the power to choose who you're with, and if you're still choosing to be with people that are capable of domestic violence, do you think that you've had that change that you say you do?
I've had that change because I hadn't experienced that in like years, like ever since, right? The guy that I recently broke up with, he was nice, like the whole time. He was nice. He has dreadlocks, so I used to do his hair all the time, like once a month to retwist his stuff. I do his manicures, pedicures. I like
Real
massage
quick,
him, everything.
what she's saying is I'll elaborate a little bit more. She's pretty much saying that people, if you continuously to do the same actions over and over without learning from your mistakes, it's insanity. If you're expecting a different result, so she asked you a question, because this was when you were 17, so you pretty much chose a dude that did DV, and then you shot the nigga, and then after that, she's saying that
Because it repeated itself recently. Is what you're
recently you
saying.
just broke with the
And
dude. Yeah, so she's saying that, right? She's saying this. When you were 17, you still didn't have discernment in choosing a man. You didn't make good judgment in choosing a man. And now you're 30-something, and you still not making good judgment in choosing a man. So she's saying,
No, and-
have you actually truly learned
So
from
that's
your
why
mistakes?
I was answering my question. Is like he was super sweet the whole time. Like I've never seen nothing.
So like a love bomb.
Yeah. So he was like the sweetest, and even now I can still sit
So
here
wait,
and
let me
tell
stop you real quick, right there, right? So that means that, because this is why women need guidance. What he was talking about, you need, you really need a good father in your life. You need to be raised in a nuclear family, and that father will instill certain traits into you, so you could see a man, right? Because you're saying these things that pretty much saying that, well, I couldn't see it because he was raising me up, right?
No, so like-
So I got you. Look, just here, let me explain to you, right? So women are only loyal to their emotions, right? So since you are only loyal to your emotions, you really truly only serve your emotions. So you Serve your emotions. If that man can manipulate your emotions, then you serve your emotions, but you're also serving that man, right? So you was raised up, meaning that man made you feel charming and nice and things like that. And then you was like, oh, wow, yeah, I'm kind of living in La La Land. The red flags you don't even see. You only see these good things, right? This is why you need guidance, because if you have a father that's instilling certain traits into you, right, you wouldn't even speak with a man that displays certain characteristic traits. There's just certain things that you can pick up on, like as men, right? We can pick up on things. If a girl has a lot of tattoos, recreational use only. I'm only going to clap that, right?
Shots fired.
If a girl does a lot of smoking and drinking,
Shots fired
that's
again.
recreational use only. I'm only clapping cheeks. If a girl is all in the limelight and maybe she has OnlyFans or
Shots
maybe she
fired
wants a
again.
lot of attention, she's creating a whole lot of content and stuff like that, that's recreational use only for me. And any man of value and any man that understands his value. So men, we put girls in certain categories. We put girls in recreational use only, and then we put girls in wifey category. Women, you should only have one category. And that should be the man, one man, and that should be a man that you truly love, respect, and admire, a man that you see a future with, a husband. So that should be your only option. You should never have an option of, oh, well, yeah, he's cool. Well, you're going with, you're only loyal to your emotions. You need to get outside of your nature, and your morality needs to supersede your nature. And then you'll see things much clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the whole thing that just
But I'm
happened.
speaking
came out
about
of
even
nowhere.
now, because that's what we're speaking about, right? So even now, you could take this game, right? And even now you could implement it into your dating life. So what's some things about dudes we could talk about, right? What's some things about dudes that's red flags? Well, if this dude is, let's say, indecisive, well, that's not anything masculine. Masculine men are decisive, so that's not anything long term, right?
Yeah.
If this man is, I mean, all men wants to hit as fast as they can, right?
As quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. We want to take
Expeditiously.
the easiest route to success.
Ideally tonight.
Yes. So within that, right, you already know that men want to hit as fast as possible, but if you hold that cookie for too long, you're probably going to lose them, right? The only reason why you lose those men is because you're uninteresting. You can keep a man around by being an interesting woman. I have a daughter, so these are some things that I have to teach my daughter, right? She's 11 years old, and we're not really teaching her a whole lot now. She's only in 6th grade, but as she gets older, I would instill certain things into her so she can see certain things within a man and, you know who to qualify and who to disqualify. But really, I'll be qualifying her man. That's what we truly need to go back. Yeah, my daughter, she's going to be a virgin and she's going to get married to a man because she has me in her life. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is...
When you said virgin, like I just felt people tightened up. Like
people talk
I,
like, God dang.
no, and my family does that. Like my niece is 23. She just enrolled into the army and stuff.
she's
met a
about
guy.
to get ran through like no other.
No.
Oh, you said the army?
She's been dating
In
this
an
guy.
organization full of dudes. Are you serious?
No, so listen.
Choo choo.
No.
Choo choo.
We come
That's
from like a
drag.
very
Choo-choo.
strong Mexican culture where my brother and the wife have been married. Like they've been married since they were
But
16.
you also shot somebody, and you also didn't hear anything this man was
No,
telling
I
you.
heard- I heard you.
You were listening, but you didn't hear him. I
Because
know
why?
because the first 2 times he started talking, he had to tell you to shut up so he could finish. So I know you weren't hearing him, and I know you were not truly interested. And the worst thing, she's picking up some ism. Like as I said before, I could tell you're reasonably bright. She was able to bless you with some ism, but you still weren't able to hold on to it. And this is what I mean. She said you're still picking the wrong guys. Instead of you saying you're right, which is the truth, you start to explain. Well, he was nice, and this just happened out of nowhere.
You know what's
But
my
did
thing?
it?
It's like I tend to give like long explanations,
All
and that's
women
like
give
an
long
issue that I
explanations.
have.
But in
instead of
addition to
just,
that,
like,
you were lying to yourself above all. It doesn't matter if you lie to us, but don't lie to yourself, love.
No, and you're absolutely right. My whole like at the end of the like cut it short, if you may say, it's like you're right. That's what made me realize that I have to work on certain things because if I did the DV when I was young and then didn't have it till now, clearly I'm ignoring certain things to where I have to change those to
What
never
if
go
you
through
can't?
that again.
What if you can't ever get good at? There's some things we can't ever get good at, and that's the hardest thing to accept, especially for females. So one thing he mentioned about his daughter is he said that he is teaching his daughter. There's a limit to what he can teach her. He still needs to sign off on the man. So if he mentioned, here's some examples of traits in men. Like if you have a man that you're interested in, you bring him to someone like myself or someone like Cooley, we can say, oh yeah, nah, he's not the one. This is weird. This is off. This doesn't make sense very quickly. Whereas you are never going to truly be able to see the man. It takes a man to see the man. And honestly, even in the young lady's case, like if she, brought a man to me, she's like, oh, I'm not interested in him for this reason. I might say, you know what? This is a good guy. You should stick with him. Even though you don't even like him, figure out how to love him. Yeah. It's an order. And sometimes you need to be ordered and you need to be dictated to. Because the problem is you're making bad decisions and you're not going to get better at that because that's not your skill set.